Hello, everyone, and welcome to Prom Talk. This is our special replay episode about the science of happiness. So for this week, we chose na mag-replay muna kami ng isang episode featuring our guest. Guest namin to sa last year before we end the year, si Sir Bryson Bonsol. He is a happiness coach, a life coach, inspirational speaker, and founder of the Blest training. So, we know na maraming nangyaring problems sa ating mundo, sa ating paligid, sa ating community, at sa ating country especially, we experience this COVID-19 pandemic. And we hope na makatulong itong episode na ito for us to gain happiness despite of the problems that we encounter in our life. So, enjoy watching.
"2020 is the year of disruption. Just when we were all gearing for the new decade, 2020 disrupted our plans big time. We saw our lives and everything else come to a halt. Institutions that we thought were invincible all came crashing in just a few months or even weeks. The coronavirus, the unseen enemy, has invaded our lives, breaking down everything that we held onto, everything that was precious to us. The lives that we had carefully built over the years were torn to pieces in just a snap of a finger. Uncertainty filled the air, panic drove our anxiety, while hopelessness pervaded our hearts. We wondered, what does tomorrow hold for us? Our lives may have been disrupted, but we are still standing nonetheless. This pandemic may have brought us to our knees, but it has also made us stronger than we have ever been. And it is paving the way for our transformation, because 2020 is the year of new beginnings. It is the year where the slate has been wiped clean so we can all have a fresh start. It is time that we let go of the old so we can move forward with the new. This is the year where we allow ourselves to transform into the best version of ourselves. This is the year where we transcend our limitations and go beyond borders. It is the time when Voice Acting Academy transcends boundaries and goes global with the Certified Voice Artist Program. Because 2020 is the year of co-creation. It is the time where we acknowledge that we are not living as islands, but rather are part of a greater whole. This is the year where we have to accept the need to collaborate in order to move forward. The time is ripe to finally cultivate a safe space for both aspiring and experienced voice artists, where they can be nurtured and guided to live their fullest potentials. It is the year where we finally cultivate a new global community that promotes a culture of giving, loving, and sharing. Because 2020 is the year of becoming. It is the time that we recognize the greatness of our potentials and finally step up to our higher calling to become voice artists who use their God-given talents to inspire, influence, and empower. This is the year when the Voice Acting Academy becomes a global community of voice artists who will use their skills to make the world a better place, one voice at a time. Voice acting is the art of becoming. I become I believe. I am. Learn voice artistry only from the best. Join the Certified Voice Artist program and learn the fundamental skills required of a voice artist. Voice variations, the Voice Master's formula for creating character voices, personal branding, and so much more. Study and collaborate with a global community of like-minded voice artists committed to using their voices to create positive social change. Visit www.certifiedvoiceartist.com for more information and to register.
Hear the voices of greatness on the World Wide Web. VG8 Radio, the voices of greatness.
Hello! Good evening, everyone. Ayan, great day to everyone who's watching us live here on VJ8 Radio. We are your hosts. I'm Kate, the very delicate voice. And with
Vibrant
me,
voice, Brian Dave Perez.
yes, and welcome to
Great
Prom
day to
Talk.
everyone.
Ayan, great day again to everyone who's watching us live from the comfort of their homes. Tonight is very special. Yes, Brian, go ahead.
Yes, tonight is very special because it's our season ender. Kumbaga, ito na yung last episode namin for this year, for 2020. And of course, we want you to experience and to have the last episode talagang bongga, maganda, at talaga namang memorable para sa pagtatapos ng taong 2020 na talaga namang isang kumbaga bangungot sa ating lahat.
Yes, dahil punong-puno nga ng challenges, no? Grabe naman yung bangungot. Punong-puno ng challenges, pero still, we are thriving, di ba? Ayan. And since, eto na nga, malapit na tayo, we're nearing towards Christmas, and we're like only days away. And as we know, Christmas is a happy time talaga naman. And although hindi siya kasing saya ng mga or hindi siya katulad ng mga previous years na sineselebrate natin yung Christmas, still we're trying to make it as happy as it should be. Syempre nga dahil special itong celebrate occasion na ito. And gaya nga na sinabi ni Brian sa inyong lahat, this is our season ender and we're very grateful kasi mamaya mamimit nyo yung aming special guest and sobrang ganda ng topic natin for tonight na we are hoping na talaga naman ma-inspire kayo dito sa episode na ito.
Yes, as you know, here in Prom Talk, we invite inspiring individuals who can share their stories and inspiration. And we are glad na pinaunlakan tayo ng ating last guest for this year na talaga namang bigatin at talaga namang kinikilala at iniimbitahan sa iba't ibang mga workshop, seminars, webinars, at miski mga pagtitipon sa anumang panig ng ating bansa. And of course, itong ating speaker na ito ay minsan ko na rin na siyang napakinggan sa isang webinar namin sa aming organization na Youth Advocates for the Philippines na talaga namang napamangha ko sa kanya sa galing niya sa pagsasalita, sa talk niya nung gabi na yon kasi gabi yung nangyari yon. At talaga namang naalala ko talaga yung kanyang mga sinabi at doon ko napagtanto after ko mag-join ng CVAP na siya pala at si Sir Pocholog De Leon Gonzales ay magkakilala at magkalapit dahil tingin ko nakasama sila sa sa kanilang work sa ABS-CBN. So, and syempre, mas makilala nyo pa ang ating speaker mamaya.
Yes, that's right. So we encourage you guys to listen until the end of the episode because we like to share with you helpful information then and we look forward that you will all be inspired by our guest. And yung topic nga natin is about happiness, di ba? Gaya nga na sabi namin, our topic for tonight, our season ender topic for tonight is the science of happiness. Maganda ito kasi we're all looking forward to a happier 2021. That's all we can hope for talaga, happiness. Ayan. Ayan. Kaya go ahead, Brian. Hindi na natin papatagalin.
Siyempre, di na natin papatagalin pa. Excited na kami makasama ang ating guest and I'm sure kayo rin, lalo na yung mga ating mga nanunood sa ating Facebook Live. But before ko siya ipakilala, kindly share po ang ating video, kindly share po ang ating Facebook Live sa inyong mga kaibigan, sa inyong mga GCs, mga kapamilya at mga kakilala nang sa gayon ay mas maraming manood sa atin at mas maraming matuto. And of course, without further ado, let us welcome our guest for tonight. Our guest for tonight is an inspirational speaker, a happiness teacher, a laughter yoga leader, a retreat facilitator, an author, and founder of the Blest Training and Formation Center. Let us all welcome our speaker for tonight, Mr. Bryson Bonsol.
Yes, hello, good evening, Kate and Brian. Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Grabe. Hello. Grabe naman, sir. Good evening pa lang. Nag-radiate yung positivity na agad. Okay, so gamitin that po. Thank you so much po for accepting our invitation. Yes, kamusta po kayo, Sir Brian?
Sino ba? Si Brian o si Bryson?
Sir Bryson! Sir Bryson!
Huwag ka mag-alala. You're not the only person who would call me Brian. Many times, Brian. Mabuti naman ako and excited na magbakasyon sa province, no? Kaya medyo naglilinis-linis na rin ng kondo para pag iniwan ko to, malinis ko rin dadatnan ulit. Kayo, kumusta kayo?
Okay naman po kami. Masaya po kami.
Masaya po.
Yes, sabi nga ni Brian, I was informed na ito na daw ang last episode ninyo, no, for 2021. So I'm honored na parang we hope to end this year with a bang.
Opo nga, sir, eh. Ayan. Excited na rin po kami kayong makakwentuhan. And ayun nga, like what we mentioned, we are so honored to have you, Sir Bryson. And we are very excited to learn more about what you do as a happiness teacher. Ayun. This is something new to us. I mean, for me, ngayon lang din ako nakamit ng parang happiness teacher. Can you tell us more about it?
Yes. Professionally, I'm a teacher, no, licensed professional teacher, pero hindi ako nagtuturo sa classroom. So, nagsimula itong journey ko ng pagiging happiness teacher noong 2010, no? Hindi ko pa tinatawag yung sarili ko, kumbaga parang ako lang yung nag-brand nun sa sarili ko eh, yung 2012, 2013. 2010, doon ako nag-start, so that was 10 years ago, doon ako nag-start magbasa ng mga libro, How to Be Happy. No, I bought a book. The title of the book is The How of Happiness. It's about the science and psychology of happiness. And from then on, sabi ko, ang sarap basahin ito. Maganda siguro ibahagi rin ito sa iba. So hanggang sa pag may pumupunta ako sa mga bookstores, pumupunta ako sa mga self-help book na area doon, ano, tumitingin ako ng mga books on happiness, the science, psychology of happiness, mga written by psychologists, even by gurus, spiritual teachers, etc. So aral-aral, basa-basa, until such time when I founded my own training center in 2012, sabi ko, wala pang nagbibigay ng happiness workshop eh. Wala pang nagbibigay ng talk about happiness eh. What if gumawa ako ng sarili kong workshop, ng sarili kong seminar on happiness? Tapos, nag-search ako, wala pa nga sa buong Philippines, wala pa. Tapos, paano ko kaya iba-brand ng maayos yung sarili ko? Tapos, yun na, sabi ko, sige, I'll brand myself as a happiness teacher kasi I will teach people how to be happy. So, dun siya nag-start.
Oh, that's really nice. Akala namin, sir, nalungkot kayo for some time. Tapos naisip niyo, gusto ko sumaya.
Yeah, from time to time naman nakakaranas tayo ng kalungkutan. So, yung mga secrets na natutunan ko, ina-apply ko rin sa sarili ko, pero minsan hindi ko rin ma-apply.
But
Kasi, di
it's
ba?
human. Yeah. It's okay
Yeah.
naman po. Pero aside from being happiness teacher, we also learned that you are a laughter yoga leader. So is it
Mm.
different from what you do as a happiness teacher po?
Yes, but kumbaga nakatulong yung training ko sa laughter yoga. I was trained by Sir Paulo Martin Trinidad. Siya yung nagdala ng laughter yoga dito sa Philippines. Pinag-aralan niya, it originated in India eh. So sa mga happiness workshops ko, I also incorporate laughter yoga. So it's a unique form of exercise na talagang tumatawa yung mga participants. Na when we do the laughter exercises ngayon, yun nga yung laughter yoga, talagang pinagpapawisan no, yung mga tao kahit air-conditioned yung session hall. So, ayun.
Okay. Sorry, that got me curious po, no, yung laughter yoga. Because
Yeah.
I saw some parang features niyan sa mga parang magazine shows. So
Mm.
they parang flash clips of the people laughing inside the room, ganyan, and then they're just
Yes.
laughing, ganyan. What's the
Yes.
science of it? Parang, how do you do that? May program po ba na ginagawa sila? Kasi
Yeah.
inisip
So,
ko, what if tumawa na lang ako? Ganun.
correct. It's
Alone.
actually the same. It's just that in a laughter yoga session, mas powerful when you're surrounded with people. So pre-pandemic, it would be better kung 15 or more, kahit thousands. Ako, I have facilitated thousands of
Okay.
people. So paano, you were asking, no, paano siya ginagawa? The science behind it is that you fake the laughter. There are laughter exercises na pipikiin mo yung tawa until such time that that fake laughter will turn into real and contagious laughter. Because our body, our brain, cannot differentiate whether it is a fake or real laughter. For as long as you are doing it with willingness, all the benefits, no? Ang daming benefits ng laughter yoga eh. Ng pagtawa rin, ano? Kahit hindi yung laughter yoga, basta tumatawa ka, yung mirthful laughter, yung hagalpak, makukuha mo. Basta naririnig ng tenga mo na tumatawa ka, akala ng brain mo, tumatawa siya. Magre-release yan ng endorphins, and we know that endorphins are happy hormones, making you feel good, making you feel happy. But also, endorphins will boost and protect your immune system. Kaya very healthy itong laughter yoga. Very good exercise for us to keep healthy and would even live longer.
Okay. Sir Bryson, that's something that you should do together with a group of people. Parang not something that you can work on alone.
You
Tama
can
po
do
ba?
that by yourself. Actually, ako minsan pagka nagda-drive ako tapos heavy traffic, wala akong magawa, nagla-laughter yoga ako sa loob ng kotse. Ako lang mag-isa tumatawa. Hindi naman nila ako maririnig eh, di ba? Halimbawa, ayun, sumingit. Kala mo mauubusan ka, tatawa ako kala mo mauubusan ka ng daan, tatawa ako mag-isa. Ito nagmamadali, siguro natatai siya, tatawa na ako mag-isa. Yung mga ganung bagay.
May mga do's and don'ts po ba yan? Like for example, wag mong gawin to sa public place. Joke lang.
Pwede naman. Walang basagan ng trip. Pwede naman sa public place kasi walang basagan ng trip. Kung kaya mo.
Oh my God, yeah. Kung meron kang confidence to do it.
Yes, di
Pero
ba?
ang galing.
Tatawa ka
That's,
mag-isa, no? Halimbawa, nasa loob ka ng
opo.
coffee shop, tapos bigla kang tatawa, tapos titingin sa mga tao. Sabi mo, well, I'm laughing for no reason at all. Walang basagan ng trip. Happy New Year. Diba? Wala ka namang earphones, wala kang pinanonood, tapos bigla kang tatawa. Matatakot sa'yo yung mga tao. And you're very good, may physical distancing. Hindi ka lalapitan ng mga tao.
Galing ng tip na yan, Sir Bryson, ah.
Diba? Pero
Galing
dapat
ko,
nakamask pa rin, ha? Kasi pag tumatawa tayo, may may droplets. So, delikado pa rin.
Oo nga po. Sige, I think Brian also has some questions for you.
Okay,
Yes.
before we proceed po dun sa mga part ng credentials, so, matanong ko lang, sir, ano pong major nyo? Di ba sabi niyo po, licensed public teacher kayo? Ano pong
Professional teacher, oo.
professional teacher?
Yes.
Ano pong major nyo na kinuha?
Ng college, secondary education, major in religious education. So, usually sa Catholic schools yan, so nagtuturo ako noon ng CLE, ng Christian Life Education. Yan,
That's
sa mga
why,
Catholic
sir,
schools.
isa rin po kayong retreat facilitator.
Yes, oo, yan. So, kung ako ay happiness teacher, tapos laughter yoga leader, nagpapatawa tayo. Sa retreat naman, nagpapaiyak ako. Di ba sa retreat yung mga iyakan? Imagine yung mga magulang ninyo. Kaya, iyak na yung mga bata dyan. Oh, Lord! Mama, papa. Ayan na. Successful na yung retreat. Iyak na sila.
Sir Bryson, may hindi kayo man trigger ng emotions, ah.
Oo. Yun ang gusto ng mga retreatants. One time nga, tinanong ako ng mga retreat, ng recollection part. Recollection naman ito, whole day lang. Sabi ng mga bata, Sir, kailan po kami iyak? Ito,
Sila na
siguro,
yung
napaluin ko kayo, iyak kayo.
Cool. Pero part po talaga rin yun, no, ng process. Like, yun sa mga retreat for their own.
Actually, it's not really the goal to make them cry, but I think they need it. The retreatants need it. Kasi yun yung kanilang outlet eh. Imagine for the entire year, ang dami nilang na-gather ng mga stories, experiences, traumas in the past, na wala silang way to, na mailabas. Kasi people might judge them, walang avenue for them to process their emotions, what they're going through, kundi sa retreat. So, ayun, minsan kahit hindi naman nakakaiyak-iyak sila.
Minsan ganun din ako. Hindi ko lang kayo mabagaling. Anyway. #relate. Ayun. So, grabe, sobrang interesting ng mga activities nyo, sir. But how about as an author naman? How did you become an author?
Kailan ba ako nag-start? 2020. I think 3 years ago, I wrote my first book. Kasi yung mga tao, after my workshop, gusto nila lagi may maiuwi sila eh. Yung parang high na high sila. Oh, Sir Bryson, we learned new things about you. So, gusto nila ng parang pabaon para may continuation yung natutunan nila sa workshop. So, nagsulat ako. The first book I've written is entitled Happy Noise Happiness, Practical Tips upang maging super happy. So, ano lang siya, things, basic lang, things on how to be happy. Tapos may mga stories lang doon. And then, just this year, Actually, by Monday, makukuha ko na yung copies ng aking second book. My second book is entitled Seriously Crazy and Happy, Mga Kwentong Nakaka-Good Vibes. So, yun naman, I gathered my crazy, funny, happy stories. Tapos, after each chapter, may mga lessons, happiness tips, happiness reflections. Yan.
Okay.
Makabili nga.
Galing. Oo nga. Sobrang ano talaga namin po ni Brian. Sobrang gusto po talaga namin maging masaya.
Wow.
So,
Lahat tayo gustong maging masaya, di ba? Sa totoo lang, lahat ng tao gustong maging masaya. It's just that, minsan, naliligaw ng landas ang mga tao. Akala kasi nila, yun yung magbibigay sa kanila ng saya. Again, no judgment. Kaya dapat we
yeah.
help one another para lahat tayo maglalakbay ng maayos sa mundong ito. Lahat tayo masaya. Sabi nga ni Enrile, gusto ko happy ka. Tignan mo si Enrile, ang haba ng buhay.
Yun pala yun. Happiness is the secret
Diba?
para mas, di ba,
Oh.
long life.
Yes.
Okay. Sir, based dun sa mga nakakausap ninyo, kasi di ba you have like this certain audience who are really looking up to you because somehow you really help din naman to ease all the negativity, ganyan, to
Mm.
cultivate happiness in them. May mga experiences ba kayo? Ano yung mga parang common experiences na kung saan may nakikita ba kayong pattern why these people seek help regarding, these things?
Yeah. General na lang So, kasi lahat tayo tao, lahat tayo nakakaranas ng dagok, ng challenges, ng problems, ng storms in life. And sometimes these storms in life would, even our emotions na sadness would magnify everything. Parang yung feeling na kala mo kakainin ka na nito, lalamunin ka ng buhay, and you feel so helpless na wala nang solusyon. No? I think everyone had experienced that. Siguro yung mga estudyante na nag-aaral, feeling nila ang hirap-hirap na ng mag-aaral, katapusan na ng daigdig, pagka nag-away sila ng teacher. Sa mga may problema sa love life, ganun din, end of the world na. Sa mga maraming utang, ganun din, parang wala nang bukas. So, clouded tayo, no? And so, doon sa mga na-encounter ko, first, ang lagi naman nating sinasabi, valid yung emotions.
Yes.
So, pwede tayong matakot, pwede tayong magalit, pwede tayong malungkot, pwede tayong umiyak. Pwede tayong makaranas na parang wala ng pag-asa. So, first, you acknowledge what you feel. No? So, yun yung lagi kong sinasabi sa kanila. Good thing, honest sila. And another good thing, they are seeking help. Okay, kaya maganda itong topic natin ngayong gabi, the science of happiness, because this is not just about happiness, this is also about mental wellness and your well-being. Pag sinabing well-being, mind, heart, body, and soul. No? So,
Yes.
yun. And I always say that this subject, happiness, is not cheap. Kasi pag happiness, hindi lang naman ito ibig sabihin na nakangiti ka, tumatawa ka, good vibes lang, feel good lang. Happiness is beyond that. Happiness is more than the thing that we know, no? So, ayun, yung mga na-encounter ko, and thank God, kahit papaano, natutulungan naman sila. Kasi ganyan tayo when we are clouded dahil sa mga nangyayari sa buhay natin, we feel helpless and nagfi-freeze tayo. Hindi natin alam kung ano yung gagawin. Maganda, alam mo sa sarili mo, okay, ano yung mga pwede kong gawin. Pero minsan, nawawala nga eh. Kaya ang pinakamaganda mong gawin, humingi ka ng tulong. O begin with your friends. Your friends who are really good. Kasi hindi lahat ng tao sa paligid mo ay good. And not all your friends, not all our friends can give sound advice, by the way. Hindi ba mas lalo kang ipapahamak? So, pili ko sa palagay mo ay makapagbibigay sa'yo ng sound advice, yung matutulungan ka talaga and the person won't judge you. Yung hindi ka pasisisiyan at i-blame na, kasalanan mo talaga yan eh. O, di, buti nga sa'yo. O, ayan, di ka nakinig sa amin eh. Pagdosahan mo yan. Sino may gusto niyan? Di ba ginusto mo yan? yan, o ayun, lalo ka madadown. So,
Opo.
nag-open up ka na nga tapos pagkatapos mo mag-open up, akala mo gagaan yung pakiramdam mo, yung pa, lalo pa dinagdagan. So, piliin mo rin yung mga tao na, kung kanino kayo hingi ng tulong.
Yes.
Yes.
And sometimes it's healthy din po to filter yung advice Parang no lang. Take what you need. Ganyan.
Yes. If yung pros and cons and then you balance and then that's where discernment takes place, no? Decision making is different from discernment kasi when discernment happens for those of us who believe in a higher form of being, pinagdadasalan mo bago ka pumili, hindi yung basta pipili ka na lamang. So there.
Wow. Parang ano siya, no? Partner, si Sir Bryson is parang si Sir Choi kasi they inspire hundreds and thousands of people. Di
Wow.
ba?
Thank you, Lord.
And so,
Thank you.
In line dun sa mga nasabi natin kanina, Sir Bryson, bakit or ano po yung reason behind the Be Blessed Training Information Center?
Yes, oo. Paano ba to? Nag-start to 2012 I was attending a seminar and the seminar is entitled Success Seminar yan Si Sir John Calob, if you know him. So yan, mga kaibigan namin yan ni na Sir Choi. Mga ano rin, si Sir John ay isang speaker din. Tapos dalawa silang speakers doon. So I was attending it's a whole day seminar hanggang gabi na nga 7 p.m. As I was attending the seminar, may pumapasok na message sa aking sa tenga ko, parang may sinasabi, itayo mo na yan, itayo mo na yung center, itayo mo na yung formation center. Gawin mo na. Sabi ko, paano nga wala naman ako hindi naman ako kilala. Tapos ipapakilala ko, I'm an inspirational speaker, I'm a motivational speaker, hindi naman ako kagaya ng mga sikat, no? Mga sikat na kilala natin. Pero sabi nun, itayo mo na. So, March yung seminar, I found naparegister ko sa different sa BIR, sa DTI, may mga documents na mga government permits nung April 20 ba? Nalimutan ko na. April 20, 2012, yan. So, 8 years na siya. I remember I was still working in the Ateneo de Manila High School during those years, 2011 to 2014. So, ang ginagawa ko, full-time ako sa Ateneo as a campus minister, giving recollections and retreats. Tapos, kapag wala kaming pasok or weekend, ganyan, doon ako nagbibigay ng talk under my company na Be Blessed. And then, nung 2013, nagdi-discern na ako, magre-resign na ba ako? Ayan. Kasi may parang naramdaman ako parang, will I resign? Pero nakakatakot mag-resign kasi ayos na yung trabaho ko sa Ateneo. I so love my work there. As in, ang saya-saya ng trabaho ko, ang sarap-sarap magtrabaho. Alam mo yun, mahal mo yung trabaho mo, pati yung mga katrabaho mo, yung mga estudyante. Pero noong 2013 talagang pinagdasalan ko. Come 2014 January, ayun, kinausap ko na yung boss ko. Sabi ko, I am resigning. This will be my last school year. So, 2014 nag-resign ako kahit na hindi ko alam yung mangyayari sa akin. I took a risk, no? 2014. At alam nyo, ang galing, since 2014, hanggang ngayon, 2020, hindi ako naubusan ng talk. 2020 ngayon, may schedule na ako ng 2021. At nakakatawa yung iba, 1 year booking, advance booking. No, ganun siguro pala talaga, no, when you listen, when you respond to that deep call, no, in you. Lahat naman tayo may calling, no? Hindi lang naman yung mga nagpaparimadri. Lahat tayo meron. Yung iba nagtatanong, ano yung kahulugan ng buhay ko? Paano nga malalaman yung kahulugan ng buhay? Napakaingay ng mundo. Ang daming may nakapasak sa tenga, hindi ka na marunong tumahimik. Tapos yung iba, okay to, yung iba, natutuwa ako sa iba, ganito So nagtatrabaho sila. Malaki yung kinikita. Pero okay naman, ganyan. Tapos biglang, parang may kulang. May ganun parang may hinahanap pa. Yan, dun yung nagsisimula. Ano yung kulang? Ano yung hinahanap? Ano yung parang sasagot that will quench your thirst? Kaya ang mahalaga dyan, sasuggest ko, find time to be quiet. In fact, the answers already lie inside of you. It's there inside of you for you to discover, just for you to unearth. At pagka nalaman mo yung sagot, I will tell you, magiging maganda yung buhay mo. So ilang years na akong full-time? 2014, 6 years na akong full-time. Sa awa ng Diyos, nakakakain naman ako sa araw-araw. Oh, di ba? Ayan.
That's really great to hear. Yung taking risk po talaga, it's very, parang ang hirap nun, pero parang you found it as an opportunity then to seek greater opportunities. And that's very inspiring, sir.
O, kasi alam mo,
Now,
ang daming natatakot sa mundo ngayon no?
totoo.
Maikli lang ang buhay para hindi tayo mag-take ng risk. I mean, calculated risk. Hindi lang basta risk na nakakatakot na bigla kang mamamatay, or bigla kang mapapahamak. Yung ibig sabihin ng calculated risk, kasi ako, nung nag-resign ako, sinabi naman nung boss ko, pati nung principal, sabi, pagka gusto mo bumalik, pwede ka bumalik. O sabi ko, thank you. At least may babalikan ako. So may mga moments talaga sa buhay ko na parang, tinitignan ko pa yung kalendaryo ko, wala pang schedule, Lord. Bigyan mo pa ako ng schedule. Sa awa naman ng Diyos may dumadating, So, maikli lang ang buhay. Ako may tip ako dyan jump and fly. Jump and fly. Alam mo, madami sa atin takot. Nakakatakot. Talon lang. Kasi pag tumalon ka, sasaluhin ka ng Diyos, tapos lilipad ka. Makikita mo, marami kang potential, marami kang magagawa sa mundong ito. Sa mga nakikinig sa atin, baka hindi ka pa nagja-jump, baka puro ka takot. Jump and fly. Ayan.
Jump and fly.
Okay.
That's
Talo na tayo.
Okay, talento na po, Sir Bryson. Dahil masunurin naman po kami. Tatalo na po kami.
Pagdasalan nyo. Sir.
Ayan. Noted din naman po yun. Kailangan calculated decision or reassess kanyan. Hindi yung basta risk lang ng risk. Ayan. Now, sir, going back po, kasi diba, our topic din naman is about happiness nga. And for you, meron po bang deeper meaning yung happiness?
Yeah, for me, happiness is a gift. Ako, when people would ask me of my personal definition of happiness, it is a gift. Tingnan mo ako ngayon, magpapasko, maraming makakatanggap ng regalo, maraming magbibigay ng regalo. Example, bibigyan ko kayo ng gift. Kate and Ryan, I have gifts for you. Okay. Kunwari lang. Okay. You have gifts. Okay. Tapos yung gift, Kate and Brian, yung regalo ninyo, alam ninyong meron kayong regalo. Okay? Tapos nandun lang sa lamesa. Hindi mo binubuksan. Tinitignan mo lang. Gusto mo, pero nakikita mo lang siya. Ayaw mong buksan. Okay? So happiness is like that. Because happiness is our natural state. Our natural state is joy. Our natural state is happiness. Meaning, nung nilikha ka, nung ikaw ay nabuhay sa mundong ito, nasa iyo na yung happiness. Okay? Hindi hinahanap yung happiness sa labas. Nasa iyo yan. Binigay yan sa iyo. And since it is a gift, it is freely given. Ang problema, hindi tayo marunong magbukas. Or mali pala. Ang problema, hindi tayo marunong tumanggap. So the problem is not about the giver, but the receiver. Tinanggap mo na ba yung gift? Baka hanap ka ng hanap, meron nga, para lang sa'yo yan. So pangalawa, nung tinanggap mo, binuksan mo ba? Nung binuksan mo, nakita mo, okay. Ginamit mo ba? Pangatlo, nung ginamit mo, nag-enjoy ka ba? Sa'yo lang ba yan? Ibinahagi mo ba? Yun. Kaya siya gift. Always remember that our natural state is joy, our natural state is happiness. Ano ibig sabihin yan? Lagi tayong bumabalik doon sa natural state natin. Kaya 'di ba, yung sabi mo kanina, lahat tayo gusto maging masaya. Bakit alam mo yung kalungkutan? Bakit ka nakaranas ng lungkot? Kasi may comparison ka . Alam mo yung magpapasaya at alam mo yung magpapalungkot o magpapagalit sa'yo. At lahat tayo bumabalik doon. Kaya pag balungkot ka, ginagawa mo yung paraan para maging masaya ka. Pag nasa-stress ka, may mga coping mechanisms tayo for you to be happy. Right? So, yon. So, remember that. Our natural state is happiness.
Our natural state is happiness.
Sir Bryson, madagdag ko lang po na question. May pagkakaiba po ba yung being happy and being joyful?
Gandang tanong yan. Gandang tanong yan. Sa ibang mga tao, may pagkakaiba. Ako as a happiness teacher, generally, I would say that happiness and joy would be the same. Okay, ito yung difference muna dun sa ibang mga tao. For some, joy would be deeper. Joy would be lasting. And joy would be spiritual. Whereas, pag sinabi namang happiness, happiness is worldly, happiness is not lasting, happiness is fleeting. So, doon pa lang magkaiba na, no? Sige, doon muna tayo sa joy. Sa mga Kristiyano, di ba, sa followers of Jesus, joy is one of the fruits of the Holy Spirit. And joy is from God. Ang Tagalog ng joy, kagalakan. Nagagala ka, na ibig sabihin, kahit ikaw ay may pagsubok, may pag-asa ka na hindi naman kahit nakangiti ka, may kagalakan ka, no? Ang buhay ng Kristiyano ay masayang tunay. So, nagagala ka. Joy. Yung happiness naman, ito lang yung feel good, fleeting for others. No? Nawawala lang, mabilis lang mawala, maglaho. Pero ako, as I have mentioned earlier sa happiness teacher, I can use the two words, happiness and joy, interchangeably. Because, sa science, psychology, this is how one of the psychologists define what happiness is. This is from Dr. Sonia Lubomirski. If I'm a happiness teacher, she is a happiness expert because she studied about the science and psychology of happiness for decades. Anyway, this is how she defined happiness. For her, happiness is an experience of joy. See? So, nagamit. Tapos, when you also look at the dictionary, like, for example, thesaurus, the synonymous words for happiness, lalabas yung joy. Pag hinanap mo yung joy, lalabas yung word na happiness. So, they can be used interchangeably, depende kung ano yung pananaw mo. Pero ako, they're just the same. Tignan mo dun sa kahit dun sa Inside Out, hindi ba? Sa Inside Out,
Yes, si Joy.
sino ba? Si Sadness, di ba? Ang gamit, joy. Spiritual ba yung paggamit ng joy? Hindi. Gusto lang ni Joy. Masaya siya, di ba? Dapat pangalan niya happiness or happy. But joy. Ewan ko, babae.
Wait daw po, Sir Bryson. Kaya Joy na lang.
Enjoy. So, yeah. For me, pwedeng gamitin yung happiness or joy.
Okay. Sir Bryson, I'm curious lang. Kasi diba, as humans, we are hardwired not to see negativity, ganyan. And sometimes, hirap rin talaga to seek happiness. And I think, subjective siya. So, how do you resolve it? I mean, what are the simplest ways? What's the first step?
Great. Ayan na, so now you're asking for the practical things, practical tips that we can do on how to be happy. Tama ka, no? Because we are really wired to think negatively. 50,000 thoughts per day on average negative.
Wow.
And 70% of that, sorry. We have 50,000 thoughts per day on average. And 70% of that is negative. Kasi nga sa evolution, yung ating fight or flight, lagi tayong naghahanap ng ways para makasurvive yung mga tao. At nadala natin yan sa evolution, sa brain natin, o sa pagkatao natin. Umiwas sa masama, iwasan. So, na-foresee kagad natin yung possible things na negative. Di ba? So, how do we rewire our brain? Train, because happiness is also a brain activity. Now, I will give you some tips on how to be happy. Pero before the tips, ito na muna yung how psychology, how science would describe or define what happiness is. Ito, alam na to ni Brian, or siguro, alam mo na rin siguro ito, Kate. Ito yung sa positive psychology, yung PERMA. Have you heard of that? No, yung PERMA. So, pag alam mo na itong PERMA, ito na yung, this comprises happiness. This describes happiness, no? So, that's the acronym PERMAH, PERMA, with H. Okay, P for positive emotions. So, yung positive emotions, ito yan, yung feeling of joy, of happiness, of excitement, of peace, feeling love, no? Yan. So, nandyan yan. So, each time you feel them, you are happy, right? So, yun nga, sinasabi ko, hindi lang kailangan nakangiti or tumatawa eh. Kahit yung mga taong peaceful, Yung you have a peace of mind. Yun nga, yung mga nagre-retreat. Siguro may nakakilala kayo ng mga tao na parang kalmadong-kalmado lang sila. Chill,
Yes, yes.
chill lang. No? Parang,
Chill
hey,
lang.
kabahan ka naman. Hey, matakot ka naman. Hey, magalit ka naman. Pero sila, chill, chill lang. So, positive emotions. Kayo rin siguro, pagka kayo ay excited. Excited na ako. Ay, bukas na birthday ko. Or may matatanggap
Yeah.
akong
It shows.
yan, positive emotions. Di ba? So that's for letter P. Letter E is for engagement. Pag sinabi nating engagement, hindi yung engagement sa kasal na kakasal kayo. Pag sabing engagement, meaning you reach the state of flow. You reach the state of flow. Pag sinabing state of flow, ito yung na-enjoy mo yung ginagawa mo. You are so engaged. You are so absorbed in doing what you love doing. Example, yung iba nagbe-bake, nagluluto, umakit sa bundok, nagsuswimming, nag-exercise. Yun yung tinatawag na engagement using your signature strength. So, what are your signature strengths? Okay, ako if you ask me, ikaw Sir Bryson, ano yung engagement mo, ano yung state of flow activity mo? Each time I give a talk, dire-diretso yan, no? Nagaganahan ako, life-giving. Yung engagement, yung letter A, should be life-giving to you. Yung nagbibigay buhay sa'yo. So you should know that. Kaya babalik tayo lagi sa self-awareness eh. R, for relationship. This is about the quality of your relationships, no? For relationship, of course, begins with you. Kumusta yung pagtanggap mo sa sarili mo? Relationship with your family members, with your colleagues. Sa totoo lang, sa studies ng Harvard, isa sa mga pinag-aralan nila yung happiness, ano? At ang sabi nila, isa sa pundasyon ng ikasisiyan ng tao ay yung quality ng ating relationships. Friends, colleagues, family members. So, kumusta ang relationship natin? Kasi we are social beings eh. Kaya actually, yan yung nahirapan tayo lahat during the lockdown. Kasi we are social beings, tapos biglang, boom, nawala yung touch, yung yakap, yung handshake, yung kiss, yung social gatherings, you're surrounded with people. So, naapektuhan kaya yung second, third wave ng pandemic has something to do na with mental health. Kaya relationship, no, very important. M for meaning. Ayan, kahulugan ng buhay. Pag nalaman mo yung meaning ng buhay mo, magiging masaya ka. Simple lang naman eh. Yung iba nagtatanong, what is the meaning of my life? Kung gusto mong malaman yung kahulugan ng buhay mo, simple lang. Yung kahulugan ng buhay mo ay nasa paglilingkod, nasa pagbibigay. In a word, generosity. If you are generous, you will be happy. Pagbibigay ng time, ng talent, ng treasure. O, di ba, dito sa atin, ano, yan, yung kay Sir Choi, yung sinasabi niya lagi, yung culture of sharing. Culture of sharing. Kasi yun talaga, isa sa mga magpapasaya sa tao, pag ikaw ay bukas palad, pag ikaw ay generous. So, kung madamot ka, una, mamamatay ka kaagad. Pangalawa, hindi ka sasaya.
Mamamatay agad.
Mamamatay ka kaagad, madamot ka. Gusto mo patunayan ko sa inyo kung paano mamatay ka agad?
Oh my God, paano po?
Sige, ganito. Nature yan eh. Huwag kayo mag-alala, hindi kayo mamamatay. Okay, ganito yan. Nature teaches us to give and receive. And that is also the law of abundance. Tumanggap ka, magbigay ka. Hindi yung tanggap lang ng tanggap, mamamatay ka.
Yes.
Na sample?
Sample.
Okay, sige. Gagawin ninyo ito, ha? Gagawin ninyo ito, ha? Oh, ready. Sit comfortably, sit properly.
Okay.
Okay, hands on your lap. Okay. Inhale. Hold your breath. Swapang ka, ay mo magbigay. Sige, singhutin mo lahat. Huwag mong ibibigay ang hangin na yan.
Hala, hindi naman si Brian.
Sige, Brian. Diba? That's nature eh. It's natural for us to inhale and exhale. Pero hindi natin napapansin yan. But nature teaches us to give and receive. To give and receive.
Reciprocation.
Yes. Kaya, totoo yan ha. Kaya, ganun din sa give. Kung gusto mo mamatay rin, give lang. Huwag ka huminga. Mamamatay ka. So, kailangan mo rin, kaya, di ba, meron tayong self-care, kailangan natin ng rest, hindi na tayo work. Kailangan mo magpahinga, kailangan mo i-treat yung sarili mo. Huwag kang KJ, pinagtrabahuhan mo, add to cart. Yung iba,
Retail therapy.
Sabi, pinag-iisipan pa, may extra money ka naman, add to cart, tapos ipikit mo na lang yan. Perma. Tapos letter A, achievements, no? Or achievement, no? Ano ibig sabihin ng achievement? Iba-iba tayo ng klase ng achievements, by the way. Yung iba can be a form of promotion or dagdag na sahod or 'di ba? Achievement 'yon sa mga magulang na pag-aral nila ng maayos na pagtapos yung mga anak, achievement for them 'yon. Yung iba nakabili ng bahay, ng kotse, achievement 'yon. Yung iba naman, yung achievement nila, magkaroon lang sila ng simpleng buhay. Achievement na rin yun. Di ba? I remember, I facilitated a happiness retreat. Di ba? Kung may happiness workshop, may happiness retreat din. A group of teachers. So, gabi nagsha-sharing lahat, isa-isa. No? Yung isang teacher, sabi niya, ako, pangarap ko talaga makabalik sa aming probinsya. Nag-iipon na ako ng pera ngayon para magkaroon ako ng farm, ng simpleng garden sa bakuran, sa labas ng bahay, para lahat ng gusto kakainin ko, nakatanim na lang dun sa garden. Simpleng garden. Achievement yun. So, ano yung achievement mo? Okay? Yung iba, ma-accomplish nila yung goal, yung short-term goal, long-term goals, ma-achieve lang nila yon, ma-accomplish nila, ma-cross out nila yung kanilang bucket list, achievement na yon. And these things can make us happy. And lastly, health. Letter H, no, for health. Yung iba naman, permav, vitality. That's why it's also important that we take good care of our health kasi kung ganito yan ito, you can quote me for this. Whatever you do to your physiology, to your body, it will affect your psychology and vice versa. Whatever you do to your physiology will affect your psychology and vice versa. Pagka ikaw ay laging nakahiga, pag ikaw ay may sakit, tignan mo yung may mga sakit, yung talagang may malalalang sakit. Di ba?
Yes.
Mahina na nga yung katawan mo, tapos lalo kang hihina kasi nag-iisip ka ng kalungkutan na, ay, may sakit ako. Ay, ang dami kong gagastusin. Ay, mahina na ako. Wala na akong magagawa. Wala na akong silbi. Hindi na ako makapagtrabaho. So, from physiology, naapektuhan yung psychology, your thinking and your feeling. So, mas lalong hihina tuloy yung energy mo. Kaya mahalaga that you are also healthy. And also that you are doing physical activities. Kasi yun nga, I'm a laughter yoga leader, so pag tumatawa ka, it's a form of exercise, nagzuzumba ka, nag-physical exercise ka, after 20 minutes na pinagpapawisan ka na, nagre-release ng katawan mo ng endorphins, making you feel good and happy. So, make sure that you're also healthy. So, perma. That's how the positive psychologists would describe a happiness. So, there.
Grabe. I mean, hindi ko alam na may mga ganyan pala when discussing about happiness. Ayan. Brian, do you have any other questions?
Ano po, siguro i-relate natin sa mga viewers din natin. Para sa inyo po, ano pong masasabi nyo or ano yung mga advice nyo sa mga tao na nakadepende yung kasayahan nila sa iba?
Okay. Sa mga taong nakadepende ang kasiyahan nila sa iba, hubarin mo na ang helmet mo, baka hindi ka pa nauuntog. Kailangan mo nang mauntog at magising sa katotohanan na ang kasiyahan mo ay hindi nakabase sa external factors, external stimuli or stimulus, hindi nakabase sa circumstance, hindi nakabase sa tao. Meron tayong tinatawag na happiness pie chart, and this was sa study nila Dr. Sonia Lubomirsky and her team. Imagine a pie chart, no? Divided into three areas. Tatlong parts, no? Yung first part, 10% circumstances or circumstance. Ilang percent? 10%. Okay. Doon muna pala tayo sa isa. Isa-isahin natin, ha? Next naman, ito yung malaking bahagdan, 50%. Ano yon? Genetics. Okay? Ilang percent yung genetics? 50%. Meron pa tayong third part. Ang tawag naman doon ay intentional activities. So, ilang percent yon? May 10% na, may 50%, meron tayong 40%. Let's discuss. Doon muna tayo sa malaki, yung 50% genetic set points. According to their studies, kaya yun yung sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina, na ibinigay na yung joy, ibinigay na yung happiness. Meron ka na dyan. It's just that it is unquantifiable. Kasi nga, depende, ipapasa yung happiness, by the way, Kaya kung pipili ka ng partner, make sure parehas kayong masaya. Para yung anak mo masaya rin. Kaya dun sa mga nanay, sa mga buntis, kaya mahalaga yung pagbubuntis. Kung ano yung nararamdaman ng nanay for the entire 9 months, na stress siya, nalungkot siya, nagalit siya, matatransfer niya yung energy dun sa anak. At yung anak, ganun lalaki. Magagalitin, matatakutin, mababa ang self-esteem, mahiyain, mahina ang ganyan. So there. Anyway, 50% genetic set point. Pero sabihin ng iba, hala, ibig sabihin ko parehas malungkutin yung parents ko, malungkot na rin ako. Wala na akong pag-asa. Ang good news, ang genetics can be altered according to studies. Ang tawag natin dyan ay epigenetics. How can your genetics be altered? Dalawang bagay lang. The quality of your thinking and the people you surround yourself with. So kung yung laging nakapalibot sa'yo, mga negatrons, negastars, mga chismoso, chismosa, mga wala ng pag-asa sa buhay, mga negative thinker, end of the world na, wala na mangyaring maganda sa buhay mo, ganun yung ma-absorb mo. But when you surround yourself with people who are positive, happy, goal-oriented, success-oriented, magbabago. So epigenetics yung tawag doon. So next na bahagdan, yung 10%. Anong tawag natin sa 10%? Circumstance. Friends, 10% lang yung circumstance. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Maliit lang yung bahagdan. Na kung ano mangyari sa buhay mo, your happiness does not depend on that. May tinatawag tayong, ang tawag rin sa kanya may tinatawag tayo na hedonic adaptation. Pag hedonic adaptation, ganito yan. Bumabalik lagi tayo sa set point natin. Halimbawa, tumataya ka sa loto. Okay, ito yung happiness level mo bago ka tumaya sa loto. Fred, tumama ka sa loto. Ikaw ang sole winner, jackpot, 245 million pesos. So yung happiness set point mo na nandito, tumaas. Oh my gosh, talagang exponentially. Grabe, abot hanggang taas. Okay. By virtue of hedonic adaptation, sasaya ka talaga. Sino ba namang hindi sasaya? Baka hindi ka makatulog.
Oo nga naman.
Yes. 2 months, 3 months, sabi natin sa kahit 1 year. But time will come, habang tumatagal, babalik at babalik ka doon sa happiness set point mo. Okay? Yung iba nga bumababa pa dahil hindi nila na-manage yung emotions nila. So babalik ka doon. Bibigyan ko kayo ng example na by virtue of hedonic adaptation na hindi siya nakabase sa circumstance. Nung bago yung kotse ko, excited ako mag-drive. Sarap mag-drive. Talaga ganyan. Hinihipo-hipo ko pang, hinihimas-himas ko pang ganyan yung steering. Ganyan. Etong kondo ko, nung bago kong kuha ito, hindi pa ganito yung itsura, bare pa lang, white pa lang lahat yan. Nung first week ko dito, first month ko, pagkadagising ko, niyayakap ko yung pader. Ay, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Nasa kondo ko, niyayakap ko yung pader, hinihimas-himas ko yung pader. Hindi ko na hinihimas-himas yung pader ngayon.
Okay ka na naman, Sir Bryson. Maka-move on ka na to sa space mo yun.
Kaya kung meron akong ganito, pero ibig ko sabihin yung bago. Para kung nasa honeymoon stage eh. Yes. Even sa relationship, ang sarap, ang saya, I love you. Mamaya nag-aaway na kayo, mamaya parang hindi ka na masaya. Yun ang delikado. Lagi kasi nating iniisip, parang hindi na ako masaya. Luka-luka ka. Hindi naman talaga porket ganyan sa relationship, laging masaya. Kaya nga commitment. Kahit hindi masaya, pinili mo yung tao. Pinili mong nandyan sa commitment. So, panindigan mo. So, ganon. So, kaya yung sinasabi natin na yung happiness ay nasa labas, maling thinking. It's a myth. Nasaan yung happiness? Nasaan yung happiness? Hindi ko alam nasaan yung happiness. Nasa yun na yung happiness. 10% lang sa mga broken-hearted, end of the world na, wag naman idadamay mo pa kami. Kung gusto mo, gusto mo lang maglaho, wag kami, marami pa kaming pangarap. Mandadamay ka pa. 10% lang. Time, ibig sabihin, ito naman yon. Ito yung isa pang good news. Lumungkot ka. Lungkot ko. Relax ka lang. Babalik ka ulit sa happiness set point mo. You get my point?
Oh, nice.
Kaya
Ang
sa
ganda
mga
ng
kaya sa
surprise.
mga may pinagdadaanan, okay lang 'yan. Iiyak mo, sige, humingi ka ng tulong, be patient with yourself, forgive other people. Sige lang, pagdaanan mo yung dapat mong pagdaanan. Don't deny. And time will come, babalik ka ulit sa happiness set point mo, magiging okay na ulit. Tingnan ninyo yung inyong personal experiences na parang nung high school kayo, nung college kayo, kahit sino sa atin, na parang wala nang pag-asa. Ba't buhay pa tayo? Ibig sabihin na pagdaanan na natin, bumalik na ulit tayo sa happiness set point natin.
Wow,
Ano naman yung 40%? Last na, mabilis lang. Ano naman yung 40%? Yung 40% dyan, yung intentional activities. Intentional happiness activities. Pag sinabing intentional, you really have to intend doing it. Ibig sabihin, dapat may gagawin kang paraan. Hindi yung basta uupo ka lang sabi mo, happiness, sabihan mo ko, happiness, ay masaya na ako. Hindi, happiness does not work that way. You have to do your part. Kaya doon sa perma, gagawa ka ng paraan. Nurture your relationship. Be generous. Be grateful. Gawin mo yung mga bagay na nagpapasaya sa'yo. Life is simple. Kaya dapat, yung nagpapasaya sa'yo, gawin mo. Do not delay your happiness. Sabihin na ba, next time na lang. Promise, pag natapos yung pandemic, magiging masaya ako. Kung hindi matapos yung pandemic, di ka sasaya. Kung di ka maturukan ng Pfizer, di ka sasaya. Ganon. Kung iturok sa'yo yung Sinovac ng mula China, di ka sasaya. Ganon. Diba? Yung iba sabihin, promise, sasaya ako pagka-birthday ko. Kung hindi ka abutan ng bukas na birthday mo, mamatay ka ngayon, di hindi ka na naging masaya. You deserve to be happy today.
Oh my God, yes to that.
Right now. Huwag mo na ipagpabukas pa. Because also God wants you to be happy now. Right here, right now. So there.
Wow! Grabe, nakaka-hype. Sana ma-keep ko tong na to. Like, yung excitement to be happy. And yun nga, yung urge to do that. Thank you so much, Sir Bryson. Now, ayun, we want to ask for tips and advice for those who want, because we're nearing na rin towards the end of the 2020 and we want to kickstart 2021 with a positive outlook in life. Do you have any tips or advice, inspiring message to everyone who's watching us?
Yes. Ito na yung yun, actually nasabi ko na kanina eh. Do not delay your happiness because you deserve to be happy right here, right now. Huwag kang KJ. Huwag kang KJ. Hindi mo kailangan gumastos para maging masaya. Minsan kasi ang iniisip ng mga tao, kailangan kong gumastos para maging masaya. No. Kahit wala kang ginagastos, pwede kang maging masaya. Bibigyan kita ng 3 tips. Simple lang. Ito yan. 3 tips na kung paano maging masaya. Ang tawag ko dito 3 Gs. GGG. First G, God. Kung naniniwala ka sa Diyos, your source, the source of happiness, the source of joy, connect to your source. Connect to your source. The source is in you. The source is in you. If the one who created you is joy, the source of joy, therefore you are also joy. So may joy in you. There is joy in you. So connect. Kaya yung activity natin dyan, pagtahimik. Tumahimik ka, friend. Mag-meditate, magdasal. Next, gratitude. Magpasalamat ka. Count your blessings. Ngayon, patapos na yung taon. However challenging this year may be for us, may biyayang natanggap ka. Nagsimula yung lockdown March, December na ngayon, buhay ka. Nagka-COVID ka man, gumaling ka. Ibig sabihin, ang daming buwan na lumipas, araw na lumipas, marami kang naranasan, marami kang natutunan, marami kang lessons na natutunan, ipagpasalamat mo, nakakain ka 3 times a day, 5 times a day, may kama ka, makakatulog ka, may cellphone ka, nakakakita ka, nakakaamoy ka, nakakakita ka, nakakalasa ka, nakakaramdam ka, tumitibok puso mo, nakakaligo ka, nakakainom ka, ipagpasalamat mo. There's so many things to be grateful for. And last G, generosity na minention na natin kanina. Kung gusto mo maging masaya, maging mapagbigay, maging bukas palad sa mga nangangailangan. Pero minsan naghahanap ka pa ng nangangailangan when in fact yung nangangailangan yung mga tao na sa paligid mo. Time, talent, treasure, be generous. God, gratitude, generosity. And you will be happy. Yon.
Yay! And we'll end on that note. Thank you so much for your time, Sir
Thank
Bryson. We
you.
really appreciate you, and we will all keep yung mga advice ninyo po sa amin. And you've inspired lots of people, our audience here on Prom Talk. Thank you so much. And we know
Thank
na
you.
marami ka pa rin pong gagawin, so we have to let you go. See you next time, Sir
Goodbye.
Bryson. We hope to
Maraming
have you
salamat for
again.
inviting me. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Brian. Have a meaningful Christmas and a blessed New Year. God bless.
God bless din po, sir. Thanks
Thank you.
again. Bye and take care.
Thanks.
Wow! Grabe, nabitin ako, Brian. Okay, so kasama natin ngayon isa pang Bri. At siya ang magtutuloy na ating discussion. Charot lang. Pero, grabe. As in, grabe talaga. That's my favorite word na yata. Pero, ang dami ko natutunan about happiness. I think kasi kapag pinag-usapan natin yung happiness, parang naisip na happiness, lahat tayo naghahanap ng happiness, how to be happy, ganyan-ganyan. Na parang hinahanap natin siya ng hinahanap as if it's like mababaw na bagay, ganyan. Hindi natin alam na parang there's a greater way of achieving it, and that's through all the simplest ways. Ito na nga yung sinabi rin ni Sir na 3 Gs, God's, yung gratitude and generosity.
Sa akin naman, tingin ko rin kasi, hindi ko sure kung halos lahat tayo, pero I think most sa atin na ma-reflect din na why hindi natin nararanasan yung happiness kasi we tend na umasa or mag-expect ng mas higit pa. I mean, parang para sa atin, yun yung katulad sabi ni Sir Bryson kanina, na parang hindi pa sa atin sapat yung mga ganong bagay. Kasi parang malawak yung pangarap natin, malawak yung gusto natin, mataas yung mga gusto natin. But yun nga, the bottom line is ang happiness ay nasa sarili na natin. We just need to know paano natin siya makukuha, paano natin siya mararamdaman, at paano ang gagawin natin para patuloy tayong makakaranas ng happiness.
Yes. Sayang hindi ko natanong, pero kasi 'di ba minsan ang confusing din na parang ay nga we search for something because sometimes we know what we need and deserve ganyan. And sometimes if we don't get it, we're not happy ganyan. So hindi ko rin alam. Pero life is very complex, and ayun, we can only do so much, so we have to deal with all the challenges, like try to thrive. And if you're experiencing negative emotions, yung mental illnesses, well, let's try to seek advice, professional advice, ganyan, little ways. Pero ang ganda rin na nabanggit na when we're feeling that way, negative way, always know that it's valid, 'di ba? Because vulnerability is important. And yun nga rin kasi nga ngayon na sobrang nating active on social media, minsan ang napapansin natin, everyone is like being so productive, everyone is positive, when in fact, we're all not. We're all living a challenging life. Lahat tayo nagsa-struggle, 'di ba? I mean, even tayo, alam natin, ang dami nating achievements, mga activities, ganyan. Pero, hindi naman din talaga tayo lahat happy. But still, let's try. That's true. Ang sad. Pero,
Dapat
reality.
makita natin na yung pagiging masaya kasi nakakagaan siya sa mga ginagawa natin. 'Di ba? Kung masaya tayo sa yung sa passion natin, sa work natin, sa pag-aaral natin, at yung dun sa pinipili nating future and yung pagtanggap natin sa sarili natin, mas magaan yung buhay natin na although yes, we experience problems, we experience difficulties in life, but yung ano doon, yung ma-realize din natin doon, hindi siya gano'n kabigat kasi kilala
Mm.
natin yung sarili natin at alam natin
Yeah.
kung paano i-handle yung mga nangyayari sa atin.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I'm very glad kasi this is the season ender episode of Prom Talk. And just so you guys know, since ito na nga episode ender natin, Prom Talk talaga, this is the goal of Prom Talk na to inspire, empower other people then in line with the vision and mission of VGA Creative Voices as a whole together with Sir Pocholo. So nakakatuwa na we get to interact with guests like Sir Bryson Bonsol, the happiness teacher. You guys should follow him. He forgot to share his SOCMED account, so we'll just flash here on your screens. So, ayan, Bryson Bonsol on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So, on Facebook page, his Facebook page naman is Bryson, the happiness teacher. He is a happiness teacher, inspirational speaker, and author. And if you will scroll through his FB page, you will see lots of contents there, reminders, affirmations that you can always check out whenever you're feeling sad or kahit daily practice mo na lang din to have this positive outlook in life.
Yes.
Yes.
Parang ano, parang ngayon nagsisink in lahat ng sinasabi ni Sir Bryson na manahimik ka, you try to reflect,
Oo.
you try
Oo,
na
pero
isipin yung
correct yun kasi 'di ba sabi niya parang maingay nga daw talaga ang mundo, which is very true naman. Nakakapagod din talaga. Recently, I found myself talaga na parang not making myself available for everyone. I tried to be so private na I don't post a lot. So I really find time na parang rest din talaga just so I can neutralize everything. Na kasi, aminin natin, as someone who is very extrovert, I think ikaw din, Brian, na super busy, we always tend to overshare things because we think that would make other people feel proud of us, and that would also give us parang sense of fulfillment din kasi somehow parang may nararating din yung mga small steps natin. Pero kapag nasanay kasi tayo na nag-overshare, parang tayo na rin yung nagpuput ng pressure sa sarili natin to keep it na parang consistent, ganyan. Although, we try naman so hard to be consistent, but it's just that there are these certain challenges and we just have to reflect sa ating mga sarili kung hanggang saan din talaga yung capacity natin. Then, pahinga lang and then bangon ulit when okay na. Di
doon
ba?
din natin mare-realize na ano, na hindi kailangan lahat masabi mo. Hindi kailangan
Yes.
mong ipakita yung sarili mo. Na mas maganda rin na minsan ipakita mo rin yung soft side mo. Soft side natin ng mga ma-public na tao na laging nakikihalubilo at nakakasama yung iba't ibang uri ng tao na hindi sa lahat ng pagkakataon you need to be that person. Na minsan pakita mo rin yung weakness mo na okay lang na rin na umiyak ka in front of them para makita nila na isa ka ring tao na nasasaktan at may pangaramdam. Kasi minsan ang mindset na kilala siya, so parang masaya siya lagi. Ito,
Oo nga, ba't kayo ganyan?
pag nakita nila na umiyak, sabi, ay, ba't umiyak to? Hindi mo to ganito.
Oo
Parang,
nga.
di ba, parang, ano lang din, di ba kami pwedeng maging malungkot? Di ba kami pwedeng umiyak? Di ba pwedeng makaranas sa mga ganitong pakiramdam? And at the end of the day, yun lang din siya you need just to accept yourself and accept other people. Kasi you need to respect them.
Yes, that's right. Dahil dyan, magla-live video kami ni Brian ng umiiyak. Joke lang. Pero hello muna sa mga nanonood sa atin. So to Miss She, great day po. Thank you for
Opo,
watching from
thank you
YouTube.
po.
Ayan, from Moises. Si Creative Moises. Ayan. So, great evening from Talk. Interesting topic. Diba? Very interesting. And VJ8 Radio, hello everyone. And to Emma Yape, hello po. Good evening.
Hello po, good eve po. And
Thank
we
you.
hope sana everyone, marami kayong natutunan, nakarelate kayo, and sana makapag-reflect kayo this 2020 as we end our year, as we end this year na talaga namang hindi mawawala sa ating buhay, na mawala sa ating isipan kasi we experience many problems and we are still looking. And of course, we are hoping to welcome 2021 with a happier life. Ayan, yan yung hiling namin sa inyo kasi
Happy
um
life. Ah,
sa inyo at sa amin din, syempre.
oo,
Kasi yun
sa
din.
amin. Share nyo sa amin.
That's why talagang pinilit namin na si Sir Bryson ang ma-invite namin for our last episode for this year, and we hope na yung first episode naman natin next year ay kasing galing din talaga at magandang simula for our 2021.
Mm. Oo naman. We're all looking forward for ayun na, happier 2021. Yan, gusto ko meron tayo bang background music. Masaya. Pero yun na nga. We will promise you like a better prom talk next year with ayun na nga, more guests na who can join us and give us the best talks to help you with your para mga life struggles, etc. Something that we can use din naman talaga para at least maging okay tayo. Ayan. And ayun, before we end this, we'd like to ask each other muna, no? Kasi nga, season ender na natin and sulitin na natin to. Ikaw ba, Brian? Meron ka bang mga parang, kware, anong ginagawa mo to be happy? Baka somehow, di ba, yung mga viewers natin can get something then from us.
Okay. Ito naalala ko to sa Christmas party namin last year ng SSG ko, nung senior high school ako. The first step is, hindi siya totally happiness, but sa buhay natin, we need to learn the word of acceptance. 'Di ba? We need to accept ourselves, kung sino tayo, kung ano tayo, anong kaya natin, what's our strength, what's our weaknesses. Because at the end of the day, ikaw at ikaw rin kasi talaga ang tutulong sa sarili mo to achieve your dreams. And kung hindi mo kilala yung sarili mo, hindi mo malalaman kung ano yung gusto mo. 'Di ba? If hindi mo alam or hindi ka makakapagbigay kung ano yung wala ka. Yun din yun eh. Kasi parang ipapagdamot mo sa sarili mo kung hindi mo siya kilala. And the second step is you need to learn the word ask. Let's practice na magtanong tayo sa ibang tao. Na let's reach out other people if we have questions, if meron tayong problems, i-reach out natin yung ibang tao. Kung hindi sa family natin, sa mga kaibigan natin, kundi sa mga kaibigan natin, sa family natin. And kumbaga, magkaroon lang din tayo ng mga pagkakataon na meron tayong malalapitan sa panahon na kailangan natin ng makakapitan. Yan. And yun din yung isa sa mga ginagawa ko eh. If I have problems, if I am stressed, lalo na pag sa dami ng gawain, nag-shoot ako sa mga kakilala ko. And minsan, kilala nila ako once na marami akong ginagawa. Lalo sa school, I remembered, lagi kapag nakita nila na iba yung aura ko, tatanong sila, "Hoy, Bray, may problema ka ba?" Parang ganun. Pag nakikilala ka na ng tao, yung sabi nga ni Sir Choi, kahit hindi ka naiintindihan ng tao, hindi ka iiwanan. Yun yung mga magaganda at mga the best talaga na tao na kahit minsan hindi nila alam kung anong nangyayari sa'yo, pero hindi ka pa rin talaga niliiwanan, pilit ka pa rin nilang intindihan kahit hindi ka na naiintindihan. Yun yung mga ini-invest ko as of this time. Kasi I realized na hindi talaga lahat ng tao na nagpakita ng mabuti sa'yo before ay mag-stay tayo until the end. There are certainly people na magstay sa'yo until the end, na talagang lalapit sa'yo kahit walang kailangan, kakamustahin ka paminsan-minsan, kahit minsan na kayo magkausap. Pag nagkausap kayo, andun pa din yung happiness, andun pa din yung closeness na hindi nagbabago at meron kayong care sa isa't isa. Ikaw ba?
Ayun. Actually, I would have to agree with you about asking, ayun nga, because that's something that I learned then this year. Before kasi I always tend to trust lang myself about my own decisions, although I don't trust myself kapag decision making because sometimes, alam mo yon, mas nagiging complicated yung mga bagay pag ako lang, hindi ako nagko-consult sa iba. So, that's also something that I'm working on because when you ask questions, parang other people will give you like different point of view, and sometimes you don't know na yung bagay na you think is okay pa rin for you doesn't look that way na if ibang tao na yung tumitingin talaga. Although, ikaw sa sarili mo, alam mo naman din talaga na something is wrong. Pero nga, you're still trying to pretend na everything's okay. That's when you seek help from other people. And, ayun nga, that's one way. Ako, paano naman ako nagiging happy is, I think, may nabanggit diba si Sir kanina, si Sir Bryson, na parang isa sa mga ways is yung knowing kung ano talaga yung parang nagsastay active sa'yo. And for me, that's hosting, doing this, events, ganyan. That's one of the few things that helps me keep going. Ayan, doing voiceovers, ganyan. Because parang ito yung interaction na to, ewan ko, for some reason, parang iba yung ganitong ako. Like, minsan nga parang feeling ko introvert ako kapag in person. Pero kapag nag-host ako, parang I'm a different kind of person. Super duper alive with all the energy. Na parang natutuwa ako panoorin yung sarili ko sometimes na masayang ginagawa. Parang ganun. Nilook forward ko yung sarili ko na pag nag-host. Sana ganito ako lagi. Ganon. So, parang may mga kanya-kanyang ginagawa. Other than that, listening to healthy music. Parang acknowledging lang yung mga bagay na may control ka na pwede mong gawin para mas maging masaya ka. Kasi yung mga iba naman nakaka-affect sa'yo na negative. Hindi mo na talaga din yan makokontrol. So, just have to accept, ganyan. And also, always reflect kung ano yung intentions mo. Na you always have to make sure that your intentions are good towards other people. Ayan. I know we all have different kinds of interests, ganyan, to get certain things, but always reflect kung ano yung intention mo, ganyan, sa life in general. So those are the few things, and I'm still discovering a lot. Hi. Pero, ayun nga, ko.
Yung advisor namin before sa organization, nag-share siya ng mga things to learn before 2020 ends. Siguro it's better din na maano natin to kasi we can relate this to our topic for this night. Number one, we have four. Number one, celebrate the journey. No, tignan natin yung mga sarili natin, 'di ba? Dati inisip natin makaka-experience pa ba tayo ng Pasko this year? 'Di ba, means nung start ng lockdown, parang hala, bawal yung gathering, hindi tayo nakakalabas. Yung iba kasi mindset ng tao, baka mamaya hindi na ako umabot ng 2020 or 2021 rather. Baka mamaya makakapitan ako ng virus, ganito ganyan. That's why i-celebrate natin na we've reached the end of this year. Konting-konti na lang malapit ng matapos yung 2020 na dati sinasabi natin, sana mawala na lang at mabura na lang sa kalendaryo yung 2020. Sana 2021 na lang. 'Di ba? Yun yung mga hiniling natin before. But let's see it as a greater and bigger opportunity for us na marami tayong mga bagay na natutunan, marami tayong mga bagay na na-realize, at marami tayong mga bagay na na ipakita kung ano talaga yung totoo nito. Minsan kasi akala natin ito na talaga yung totoo, but hindi pa pala. Meron pa palang deeper na meaning, at meron pa palang deeper na kahulugan. Pangalawa, list down all our reflections that you have learned most, especially this year. Kasi 'di ba, this year is very tough for us na we experience pandemic, calamities, catastrophes, and disasters, but let's try na mag-reflect doon kasi our gracious downfall this year can be a beautiful lesson learned next year. Pangatlo, be grateful for all the things that you have both great and small. And of course, all the people you've met this year, a simple appreciation message is enough. Na simpleng thank you for being part of my year. Thank you
For
for being there for me through ups and downs, through thick and thins. Yung mga ganong bagay na kahit yung simpleng thank you is maibigay mo dun sa tao. Kasi minsan talaga kulang talaga ang salitang salamat kung malaki talaga ang naitulong sa'yo ng tao. Lalo na sa atin, sa mga CVAs, lalo na kay Sir Pocholo, di ba? Kulang yung
mm,
salitang salamat na maibigay natin sa kanya sa lahat ng tulong niya na binigay niya sa atin. And of course, last, shower grace to those who hurt you. Bless
mm,
those who mistreat you. Pray for those who discourage you. Let's end this year with no recorded issue to anyone. Reward it to yourself. Everyone deserves peace. Even kaaway mo yan, even nakasamaan mo ng loob yan, you need to forgive them. And you need to forgive yourself. Kapag napat marunong tayo magpatawad sa ibang tao at mapatawad muna ang sarili natin, we can experience a peaceful life in a peaceful world, 'di ba? Ang sarap kasi talaga nung magpatawad ka minsan kahit hindi na humihingi sa iyo ng pagpapatawad. Parang
yes,
'di
of
ba? Parang
course.
ano siya, fulfillment din siya na kahit hindi ka mag-sorry sa akin, pinapatawad kita. Hindi
Yeah,
mabigat sa
so
kalooban.
mm. That's nice, really nice. Thank you for sharing those, Brian. Grabe talaga tong batang to. Ang dami-dami niya ng alam. Grabe, nakaka-proud talaga. Anyway, ayun na nga, just wanted to remind everyone, yung nabanggit rin ni Sir Bryson Bonsol sa atin. Sabi niya, do not delay your happiness and take risk daw. Pero paano yun nga kapag always scared ka to take risk, di ba? Pero makes sense naman, di ba? Do not delay your happiness and take risk. Ba't ka natatawa, Brian?
Wala kasi siya.
Parang,
Hindi. Kasi
ano,
naano ko doon sa amin ni Sir. Bakit mo pa talaga naano ko kasi siya, nako-connect ko si Sir Bryson kay Sir Pocholo. Kasi halos ganyan din sinasabi ni Sir Pocholo,
yes.
'di ba? Na availability, serviceability. 'Di ba? Kung kaya naman ngayon, bakit mo pa i-delay? And you deserve all the happiness in the world.
Tama naman. Tsaka, take it easy. Take your time. Ayan. It's okay to, ayan, wait. Pero as much as possible, nawala dun sa context, do not delay your happiness. Ayan. Always. But as long as, parang sure ka, there's nothing wrong. Pero, magiging sure ka ba talaga ever? You wouldn't know no, until you take the risk. So, take the risk and do not delay your happiness.
Take the risk, jump and fly.
Jump and fly. Nice one. Okay, and that's it. Thank you so much, everyone, for staying with us. It's been fun, 2020, with you and here on Prompt.
And that concludes our replay episode for today. We would like to thank everyone sa lahat ng nanood sa amin, sumabaybay dito sa special replay episode na ito, The Science of Happiness with Mr. Bryson Bonsol. And sana lahat tayo ay i-enjoy natin ang buhay hanggat nandito tayo sa mundo. Let's enjoy life to the fullest, do our duties, do our mission, and let's help one another. Always remember, guys, meron pa ring pandemic, meron pa ring COVID-19. Let's always stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Hanggat maaari, sulitin natin yung mga panahon na nandun tayo sa mga bahay natin para mag-ingat at hindi tayo makahawa at hindi tayo mahawa ng ibang tao. Kasi lagi natin tandaan, ang susi dito sa ating kinakaharap na problema ay ang pagtutulungan ng isa't isa. Muli, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat at dalangin namin na kayo ay maging masaya sa ating pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay at sabay-sabay po tayong manalangin at sabay-sabay tayong magtulungan na balang araw at darating din ang bukas na ang problema at pandemya ang kinakaharap natin ay mawawala. This has been your host, Brian Perez, together with my partner, Kate Vera, reminding everyone to dream Believe, discover your hidden talents, and succeed. Because at the end of the day, your passion will lead you to your proper destination. Thank you, everyone, and good night.